Hiya. It's Deputy Prime Minister, proud Northerner and basic instinct enthusiast Angela Rayner, and welcome to another no-brainer with Angela Rayner. Now, I've just got back from PMQs. I've got to say, Parliament was absolutely lit. That's Gen Z speak for interesting, exciting, fantastic place to be. Much better now us Labourers are in the majority than it was following 14 years of total bore-fest with the Tories. So we were happy to be there, and our Keir was fantastic. He was so clear in everything that he said, and people really appreciate that he was giving such a lot of details of things that British people really want to know right now.
We've got a broken economy, broken public services, and a £22 billion black hole.
But of course, the usual suspects from GB News and Talk TV and all of the far-right extremists that watch those channels had to go on X and slag him off, saying that, you know, he was refusing to rule out raising national insurance. Well, yeah, he has to do that because of 14 years of Tory failure and the discovery of a £22 billion black hole. So of course he's got to do that. So you lot just need to move it along now. Our Rachel is getting herself prepared for the budget. We've got her plugged into the mainframe at the moment, and we're just uploading some classics like £22 billion black hole, It's Unfortunate, It's Not What We Wanted, and 14 years of Tory failure. We're getting her all prepped up and ready, and you know, who knows, we can't rule anything out. Anything could happen at this point, and if it does happen, it's because of 14 years of Tory failure. So there you go, talk about that on X, why don't you? So as you can see, I am still staying at my mate's apartment. It's all above board, I've declared it, and I'm going to have a bit of a tidy round in a minute because I've got a mate staying over. It's all above board, I've declared it, and that is our Lisa. Poor Lisa has been really badly treated on Sky News and on Good Morning Britain today. She went on in good faith, wanting to talk about us Labourers in a positive way, and instead of that, she got Burley coming at her about Taylor Swift concerts again. Have we not put this to bed? Have we not done this to death? I am sick of them going on and on and on about tickets for this and tickets for that. Our Keir's paid it back, but she was going, yeah, I know, but Sadiq Khan got to... Our Sadiq had to go and see Taylor Swift. He's a huge Swiftie for a start, so he wanted to go, but also he's the Mayor of London, as our Lisa said. He's the Mayor of London. He has to go and support these very important events because it is good for London. So that is why he went. And then she explained that as a culture secretary, she has to go to things as well, to like the theatre and to the Olympics and to all the sporting events and to Taylor Swift as well. And Burley got quite shirty with her and said, oh, well, I wasn't talking about that. I wasn't talking about that. I'm talking about this and that and the other. And, you know, I have to say, Burley, Surly Burley, as I think I need to call you right now, you didn't do Doris like this, did you? When Doris was culture secretary, you didn't do her like that in interviews. You softballed her about stuff. So why aren't you softballing our Lisa? Why are you giving her a tough time? It's not her fault. And, you know, she went from that to having to deal with Martin Lewis. Well, we were expecting Maidley, so I don't know where he came from. But he was having a go at her about all the winter fuel stuff. And what's that got to do with the culture secretary? It's got nothing to do with our Lisa. She's having to deal with this all over again. And it was so unfair. And, you know, she handled herself very well. She used the terms that we like her to use, like declared, transparent, unfortunate. In both interviews, she used those terms, and she did a fantastic job, and she handled it so well. But she is a bit shook. That's another Gen Z term, means a bit upset. She is a bit upset about it all because, you know, she didn't see that coming, and it was completely unfair of them to do that to her. So she's come to mind, and I'm going to put it to her, maybe she needs to do her own podcast as well, because our Sadiq is doing his podcast now. He's doing I Les, They Les, We All Les for You Les, which I think is absolute genius. Maybe our Lisa needs to do her own podcast and call it Handy with Nandy. and she can talk about all the fantastic things she's done with us Labours and all the fantastic things she does as Culture Secretary. I'm going to put it to her. We'll have a few cans and relax and see what she thinks. Anyway, I'll see you again on another No Brainer with Angela Rayner. You didn't do Doris like this, did you?